everybody. It's me, Stella Wilde, and I am back with your December 2018 Intuitive Tarot video scopes. Hey, better late than never, right? That's what my mom always used to say. This Mercury retrograde, it's still retrograde till the 6th of December. This retrograde has felt like it's been going on and on and on and on. Anyway, delays, disruptions, best laid plans and all of that, but it's all right. It's almost over, and here we are. I do apologize, though, for these being a little late, but all right, so let's talk about how I'm going to do the reading. I do the readings different every month because I kind of tune in, I listen to how my spirit guides want me to do them. And this month they're telling me that I need to do several things for y'all. So this is how it's going to go down. I'm going to be doing one card from this deck for your general energy. I will clarify as I need to. Then we're going to get into a mini love reading. And then we're going to get into asking about your finances. And then finally, we're going to end with an angel answers card. Okay, so that's how they're telling me I have to do the reading this month. So I am running a special because I missed like Black Friday. I missed Cyber Monday, just too many things going on. So I am running a reading special for December until the solstice, which is December 21st. So if you're interested in booking a reading with me, please go to my website. I will put the link in the description. Also, one more thing, I'm starting to take the Jupiter in Sagittarius luck and opportunity forecast, and I'm breaking them out into individual signs. So if you just want to get one, the price is cheaper, and those are also on my website. I will leave the link in the description. Yeah, so the other thing, just thank you to everybody. We are growing this channel. We are growing this community. I'm very excited about all of your comments and your shares and your likes. This is really fantastic, and I'm so happy that the messages are resonating with everybody. To that end, the order in which I am going to be doing the readings is based on, or not doing the readings, but the way I'm going to be releasing them to you is based on how many people watch the videos. So Virgos, you're the first this month. And then I'll go through the rest of the signs. So if you want me to do your sign first, because I was always doing them, like I was starting with Aries and then going through, and then I thought, well, is that really fair? What if one group is really just so into it? Shouldn't I reward them the next month? So that's how we're going to start doing it. So please like the videos, share, the more that watch your sign, the quicker I get to them the next month. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, Cancer, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to draw a card for your general energies, and let's see what that is for the month of December 20. Okay, that one's like popping out. Okay, I forget which sign got this. I think this was Leo. I think Leo got this card. I talked about the bluebirds of happiness. This is the seeking card. So you will be spending time. This is also the Hermit in regular tarot. You will be spending some time in contemplation, Cancer, but it is to center yourself within your heart, to contemplate where that bluebird of happiness is going to come for you. And I feel like it's also related to, as I said, to Leo, related to a relationship situation, because you have two bluebirds here in this picture. But to me, this is like the idea of happiness. What will make you most happy? And it is time now to sit and contemplate that. Be in some quiet time. Open your heart. Because look at the position that this person's in. Their heart is totally open. The heart chakra is exposed. So it is time to seek the answers within, particularly in regards to a relationship and what will make you happy in general. The bluebird of happiness. What are the things that you want to have make you happy going forward. All right, we're going to clarify with some playing cards, and let's see what we get. What does Cancer need to know about seeking this happiness? All right, let's see. What does Cancer need to know about seeking? Yes, I want that one and that one. Seeking the happiness. Okay. And this one. Look at this. Look at this. So we got the happiness card, the Seven of Hearts. We got the callers card, which is somebody coming, meeting with somebody calling on you at your home, at your business, and the love card. So I feel like it's like, I'm hearing like you're waiting for love to call on you because that's what's going to bring you happiness. And so your best, I think that's the idea. So these cards tie in perfectly. So what things would call on you? That's so old-fashioned. That's so Downton Abbey, right? That's so Downton Abbey. What suitors would be calling on you? So Downton Abbey. To bring you that happiness and that love. What would have to call on you? What would that happiness look like for you, Cancer? Okay, so that is of top of mind for you with the energies this month. And of course, we are going to do a separate love reading, so we'll get into that. But these are the energies that you're working with. Let's face it, many signs did not have a very good year. There was a lot of difficult energy, to say the least. With all the retrogrades, the crazy eclipse we had at the end of July, that was really a humdinger for a lot of people. But Cancers, you have had challenges. I keep saying this, and I don't mean to belabor a point, but with Pluto transiting opposite you, you've had a lot of heavy energy to deal with. So, you have processed. A lot of Cancers have processed a lot of stuff and had to let a lot of stuff go, to say the least, this year. So now I think as you're coming to the close of 2018, you're taking that time to say, all right, so a lot of things have left my life. What remains, and what can I create in 2019 that will bring me that happiness? So I think this is very positive because for many of you, a love relationship ended and or it was elusive this year. You couldn't quite pin love down. So, why is that? I always say rejection is protection. So if somebody rejects you, that's fine. You weren't meant to be with them anyway if they can't see your value. So I think you're kind of, like I said, contemplating sitting with the bluebirds of happiness, and figuring out, especially in regards to love, what things you would want, what circumstances and what people would you want to be connecting with that would bring that for you. All right, I'm going to pause the video. I have to pause every few minutes because of this crazy computer. And I will come right back with your love reading, my dear Cancer. Okay, so let's dive in, Cancer, about your love energies for December 2018. I realize that by the time you watch this, the first week of December has already passed. But as I said in my intro, better late than never. And, I've had a lot going on, a lot of personal commitments and different things, but that's thankfully over now, and I should be able to get the Januaries up much earlier and on time. So this Mercury retrograde was a doozy. Thank God it's over. I'm filming it today and it is over. Yay! All right, so my Cancers, your love energy for December 2018. Look at this. We have the King of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So the energy around you could be connecting with an air sign. There could be somebody around you, particularly at work, Cancer, an air sign. So a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's kind of caught your eye. I don't feel that anything is coming of it yet, all right? Because we have this Nine of Pentacles in the middle. So you're still on your own, but it is quite possible that, like I said, somebody's caught your eye. This person probably has darker hair. They are probably, I'm feeling like they're a little on the taller side also. And they at first appear a little aloof, but they're really not. They're just, they're just acting, they're trying to act professional at work. But there's definitely a connection there. There's definitely like a little bit of coming around, this Three of Pentacles, coming around to see you and get your opinion, Cancer, at work when they don't really need to. Okay, it's like that type of thing. So nothing has come of it yet, but it's like in the works. Okay, now I know this is going to sound totally wacky, but it's really cold here today and I have the heat on and now I'm hot because it's like blowing on me. And I think that's because also, like, I think your love life is going to start heating up, Cancer. But I need to pause again. I'm so sorry. And I got to turn the heat down. Okay, hold on. Okay, that is much better. Also, when I do readings, I don't know if this is true for other readers, but I tend to get hot. I think because of all the, intuitive energy that runs. And I'm also drinking tea. That probably doesn't help. But, okay, enough about me. Let's get back to your reading. Okay, so as I was saying, Cancer, I feel like there's a connection, there's a spark with this person, but it's all still very much at a professional level because this guy, he's upright. So he does come from a more, like I said, he's a little aloof, he's a little more, the air sign energy with the King of Swords is very logical, matter of fact. He doesn't really want to, break the rules, like stuff like that. So he's very aware of appearances and he does not want to have any gossip or anything like that. So but he comes around, he's around. Okay, he's around, but he's mostly talking about work stuff. But there is a spark. There's a little glimmer there. But you're here in the middle, Cancer. I mean, I have to say, you're here in the middle. Of course, and this reading's for my single Cancerians, and as you know, this is a general reading. So if this love part doesn't vibe with you, go watch for your moon sign, your rising sign, or your Venus sign. Okay, Leos might be applicable to you, especially if you have Venus in Leo. So go watch that one. Okay. All right, so you're still, because you're in the center of this reading and you're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. So you're still very much on your own, but you're upright. So you're feeling pretty good this month in general about, this whole deck is very Downton Abbey, isn't it? But look at, this is your theme this month, Cancer. But this woman looks kind of Downton Abbey to me, but she's very powerful and she doesn't take any BS. Like, look at the way she's standing. So, one thing I would say is to make sure that you're not too standoffish. I'm not saying, because it's happening in a work environment. So personally, I don't think it's a great idea to be like flinging yourself at somebody at work, which Cancers wouldn't usually do anyway, unless you have strong Leo maybe in your chart, because Leos can be dramatic, we know. But I feel like sometimes Cancers can even be a little aloof because of that shell they have around them. So I would say, like, in looking at this woman's demeanor, because she's coming up here for you, Cancer, she looks a little unapproachable. So I would kind of think about that, Cancer, this month when this guy comes around at work. And yes, he is talking about work, but I'm telling you, there's like something there. Try to be a little more approachable, a little more. Just like kind of, and again, I'm not saying like flirty or something like that, but I just mean like a more relaxed and less defensive energy, because sometimes Cancers, and I love all the signs, I'm not trying to be mean, but sometimes Cancer's energy can be a little defensive. Again, it's that shell that you have around you, and understandable, but just think about that. Keep that in mind, because we know Cancer, that you really do want to manifest a really nice love relationship. And it's interesting too, because look, he's showing up here. I just got that. And he's showing up here. So this is the King of Swords. Here's the King of Swords. So there is a man around you. And if it's a man watching this, it's the female energy. This woman is very intellectual, very analytical. I mean, the man can be too. But this is the same concept. Right? It's just that it's showing up as a king. But if you're a guy watching this, it's the same concept. Okay, I mean, sometimes tarot can be a little limiting. When we get court cards like that, it can be limiting. So we're trying to look at the idea of the energy. So it's a King of Swords energy. Same thing that if you're, you know, in a same-sex relationship, right? The same thing, right? It doesn't matter. Okay, it's the energy. It's the feeling of the energy. Okay. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. So there's definitely a percolation. I love that. I love that word, percolate. So there is a frisson. It's another good word, right? Something's percolating. Something is like giving you a little chill. Like there's like something, and I don't mean cold like the way it is here today, but that frisson of ooh, you know, ooh. All right, let's see what else. But it's subtle. I'm telling you, this energy is subtle. But there is chemistry. I feel it's a Libra, honestly. I feel it's a Libra. I mean, it could be an Aquarius, it could be Gemini, but I'm feeling Libra. I'm feeling it's Libra for you. All right, let's see what else. What else do we need to know about this scenario? Okay. Ha 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 ha. My God, that was like insane. Okay. All right, Cancer. I know you've given up all hope. You've given up all hope. It's right here. This is, again, a 9. Look at this. We had the 9 here. And now it's showing up as the 9 of Wands in the middle again. So this to me is, really? I've like given up all hope. I'm exhausted. Is anything good ever going to happen? Because, I mean, look at the look on this guy's face. He's like, really? So... And what's interesting about this card is there's been quite the battle. I mean, I don't know if you can see in this card, but there's all this broken pottery on the floor and in the background. I hope you can see. I don't know. I mean, we have like, yeah, it's like there's someone laying on the floor. Like this has been a knockdown, drag out fight. That's how you've been in your love life. Cancer. If not with a literal person, you've been feeling that with the universe. You've been having like a knockdown, drag out fight with the universe. Like, hello, why are you keep taking people away? When is like a good one going to come in? What the heck, right? So, but that's in the middle here. And then look at this. I freaking love this. Look at when these came out. We had the Tower. Don't panic. And we had the Ace of Cups. Do you know what this means when these two cards are together? Anybody? What does it mean? It can be, again, with the French today. I don't know. This is like Downton Abbey and French stuff. But it is the coup de foudre, as the French say. How is my accent? The coup de foudre. The thunderbolt of lightning. The love at first sight. When you have... it can happen just with the Tower card. The Tower card is not always negative. People flip when they see this, but it doesn't have to be negative. You know, you can have the lightning bolt can be the flash of an idea. I mean, look at Benjamin Franklin and how he discovered electricity with, you know, the lightning and the key and the kite and all that, right? So that was a good thing. Same thing, you can have the Tower be a good thing when it comes to all of a sudden you meet somebody. I mean, my God, when that happens, right? You lock eyes across a room. And like everything around it is like in the movies, right? Everything around you stops and like all you see is the person and you almost like you have this out of body experience, right? Like you almost don't feel your body. All you know is you feel this connection between the two of you. So, but we have it coupled with the Ace of Cups. This is over, baby. Let's throw that away. Look at this. And I love the way this card is. Oh my God, this card is so beautiful in this deck. Look at this. The two figures embracing underwater and the way they're embracing. It's like this woman, and again, just work with the energy if you're a guy, right? Like you've been underwater, you've been submerged, you've been hiding out. You're like, I'm taking care of myself. I don't know, like I'm just going to be alone. Nothing's ever going to happen. That's fine. And then look, out of the blue, out of the light, descends this beautiful creature who connects with you in a very intimate way. So this is fabulous. Okay, I have to say this too. There's gonna be another one. This is what I think. Do I think it? Do I intuit it? I don't know. It all just comes in. Look, we got 2 here. There's gonna be 2. We have this guy. We have the King of Swords guy. But there's going to be another one. I do not feel that the King of Swords is this one. I think there's going to be another one. All right? This King of Swords is the work one. And I feel like this is the one who's almost the energetic can opener. Oh my God, that was like a crazy metaphor. But he's like the fire starter. He's the one who kind of makes you feel that spark again, that, all right, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling that frisson of energy. I'm feeling that. He does that, even though it's on a very subtle, as I said before, very subtle level. That it shifts your energy is what I'm saying. And then when that energy shifts in you, boom, this happens. Now, I know that this is already like the end of the first week of December. I feel like this can even happen next month for you. It may not even it may not happen this month because we have the Ace. It could take about another month. But I think that this situation is happening now for you. And you're starting to notice it and pick up on it. But I think that this is very likely to happen even in January. All right. So but that's very, very exciting. So like I said, I feel like there's 2 possibilities for you, my single Cancers. Now, if you're a happily coupled Cancer, right? If you're in a relationship and it's happy, because, you know, I think that there could be a very interesting surprise from your significant other this month. That a happy surprise that catches you totally off guard because of that Tower card, and that strengthens your relationship. I mean, it's the type of thing where they could be surprising you with an engagement ring. I mean, honestly, if you're like you're in a committed relationship but you just haven't taken that next step, you get the engagement ring. It could be that they whisk you away on a little holiday. So if you've been married for a long time, you know, it could be, or together for a long time. It could just be that they do something so surprisingly wonderful and sweet for you that you never thought in a million years they would do, and it really surprises you. So that's like another possibility of this energy for my Cancers who are happily together. All right, let's come back for your money. Okay, the other thing I wanted to say, which I forgot, is that, you know, because we have the 2 9s here, it also means that you're coming to the end of the cycle of being alone and being frustrated with the universe at being alone. So that's the other thing I just wanted to point out to you. All right, now we're switching decks. Going to the Rider-Waite, and let's ask about your money. Cancer's money, business prospects. What is happening with them? Cancers. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancers. All right, let's see what we got. Cancers. All right, so we have the Hangman, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess. The money's been slow. The money has been freaking dragging its ass, hasn't it? We have the Hangman, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and when that's upright, It's even when it's upside down, it's coming, but it's slow. It's slow, but it's on its way, but it's slow. Because this knight, the earth sign knight, he doesn't do anything quickly, but what he does do is meant to last. Like, he wants it to be effective, okay? With, of course, the hangman, that's more waiting around. Like, hello, And then the high priestess. There's something about using your intuition. I think that you've been getting intuitive information, Cancer, on where you need to go next with your business pursuits. Well, and I got to pull some more cards, but it's the idea of, are you listening to it? You need to listen to your intuition. Like, your intuition is giving you those little nudges. Like, talk to that person, make that plan, stay on budget, don't spend money until you have the money, right? Like all these little different things. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Don't put eggs all in one basket. God, how many cliches could I come up with here? But it's like that type of energy. Like, your intuition is giving you information that the money has been slow. So it's been telling you, cut back, or it's been directing you in ways that you can economize and save money. Like, it's been, giving you hints about that. So you need to listen to it. And then if you're doing anything for, your own side hustle, your own business, or your own full-fledged business, you have to listen to your intuitive insight that's coming in. Because it is trying to provide you with hints about how best to proceed. But right now, the energy has been, and, well, actually, let me rephrase that. Because this, to me, is more like the current situation. The energy has been like, forget it. Like, you've been trying to manifest money. Money's been very, very tight. You've been waiting around. You could be waiting for a check, waiting for the raise, waiting for the bonus, like, waiting. It's going to start changing this month, but very slowly. I mean, I have to say, with this Knight of Pentacles. But it's good. I mean, it's good because it's showing up here. It is going to start moving in the right direction. But it's moving in the direction, because of the way he's facing, right? Moving in the direction of your intuition. So you must use your intuitive capabilities. Those little nudges, the dream information. There's that saying, money loves speed, right? So when you get an intuitive hit, you get a creative download, you have a dream and you get an idea, you must take action on it immediately. You don't postpone it and wait around, because that shows the universe you're not serious in manifesting it. So money loves speed. So if you know that there's something that you can do to manifest that money, go and freaking do it. Don't be waiting around. All right? So that's another thing I would suggest. Because remember too, like the way I do readings, as you probably know if you've been watching, or if you're new, hey, I'm glad you're new. Welcome. I like to try to give practical suggestions of how to use the energy. Okay, obviously everybody has free will, use the energy the way you want, but these, I'm just sharing some insights. That's what I would suggest. All right, let's see. What else does Cancer need to know about this money, Knight of Pentacles? How this money is going to start coming in. What do they need to know? All right, let's see. All right, so look at, upside down, more delay. We have the Page of Swords upside down and flanked by the Seven of Pentacles upside down and the Six of Wands upside down. Now, the Six of Wands is still great. It's still a good card, even when it appears upside down. 6 weeks. All right, it's going to be about 6 more weeks. I'm sorry. I mean, I got to tell you. I feel like the second week in January is what I'm feeling for you, Cancer, when the energy is going to shift into much greater prosperity. You need to keep a lid on your finances. And by that, I mean you need to not talk to anybody about your plans for your finances, the fact you may not have enough finances right now, or what you plan to do with the finances you may have. Because there is gossipy energy around you, and there's negative energy around you concerning what people think you have and or you don't have. To me, this is also the energy, a little bit of the evil eye. Go Google that. Okay, like people kind of giving you the evil eye based on information that's incorrect. So, I mean, you know how it is sometimes. People like live on their credit cards and they look like they, have it all together, and they got like all these fancy, they outwardly, they look totally like very prosperous and fancy. Meanwhile, they're, have one can of tuna fish in their refrigerator and that's it. Like they're living paycheck to paycheck and they don't have any money. But the appearance is different than that, right? So there's that kind of energy. Like people are not seeing, they don't know the real story, and they're making up stories and gossiping about what you have or you don't have. So that's what I'm saying, like keep a lid on that, because you do not need that energy around you. And that evil eye energy is the energy of, if people think you're prosperous, certain people, not all people, but certain people may, wish ill on you. So it's the idea of keeping things close to the vest. Like do not be overly sharing your financial situation. Like I said, no matter what it is. Doesn't matter, because there are some who would like you not to succeed. The Six of Wands upside down. Okay, but like I said, this is still a good card anyway. The Six of Wands is still good, even upside down. To me, this upside down is a delayed victory. That's why I'm saying about 6 weeks with the 6. And what is the victory for you, Cancer? The victory is in changing your financial situation around. Okay, so there is probably going to be some sort of money is going to come in. We have the Knight of Pentacles. That was in the other middle part of these other cards that we had after a period of waiting. So yeah, I would say plant whatever seeds you can plant this month, because they will probably bear the financial fruit the second week of January. It could even be the type of thing where you're supposed to be getting a bonus from work and you're thinking it's going to come, that they usually give a Christmas bonus or New Year's bonus, and you find out, yeah, they're going to give a bonus, but for whatever reason, they're not paying it out until after January 1. It could be something like that as well. But I'm also getting the sense that it's still very, very much a good idea for you, Cancer, to be prudent with your money. Cancers usually are. I mean, Cancers know how to make money. They know how to invest and hold on to money. They're usually very good with money. But especially at this time when there's been this delay, there's been some slowdowns with the finances. Just be prudent. And like I said, your intuition is giving you hits and hints about what you can do to improve your finances. So you need to listen to that. Okay? All right. I feel like I gotta draw one more. Let's see. All right. What else does Cancer need to know about their money situation? This Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, look at this, 4 of Swords. So again, in about 4 weeks, I'm telling you, beginning of January, it's going to shift. So this again to me, because we're asking about money, this to me says stop spending money. Stop it. You want to spend money. It's the holidays. I get it. I get it. But it's in your best interest right now to take a time out from spending your money and just take a break. Take a break. And also take a break from worrying about the money. You're not going to worry so much about the money if you stop spending the money, especially spending money that you may not have. Or like I said before, spending money that you expect is going to come in, but it's not here yet. It's just going to give you more stress. Just wait. This is another card of waiting, actually. The 4 of Swords. It's taking a time out, but it's like an enforced time out. You have to wait. So again, 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, and it's going to shift. I know, maybe people don't want to hear that, but I got to tell you what I see in the cards. And, you know, hopefully it'll turn around sooner than that. But, I mean, there's nothing horrible here. I mean, we're not seeing like the Five of Pentacles and, you know, other disaster like money cards. It's just that it is slow as molasses in getting to you. But, you know, that is going to change, and you will have, you will definitely have some sort of victory with your money in about 4 to 6 weeks. Now, victory, that means different things to different people of what that will be. But there will be something good that comes for your finances in that time frame. All right, let's pull an angel card. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to end on an angel card, and I've been pulling 2 for every sign this month. So, Cancer, you can focus on a question or not. You can just see how this ties in with your monthly energies. I think this is a good month for you overall. Just don't go shopping as much, that's all. Try to economize as best you can. But there's going to be an interesting... I think the love and the money are going to come in around the same time. That other love, the one with the Ace of Cups that we were talking about, I think it's going to come about the same time. I'm feeling like that second week of January. All right, what do we need to know? Yeah, this one's kind of sticking. All right, and let's see what else. Usually wait for one to kind of like just like pop out. This deck is very active. They really, sometimes they come flying at me. Okay, come on, let's see. Yeah, that one's kind of popping. Okay, let's do this one first. Remain positive. Listen to Stella. Stella says, remain positive. You have a lot of positive and beautiful energy here. All right, and where was my other one? I guess it was this. Was it oh, sugar. Was it this top one? Or did I put the deck down and it was this bottom? I think it was the bottom one. You might get an extra one. Okay, let's see. All right, you also got weight. And this is, yeah. That's the other thing too. Like, you might be tempted, as I said, I feel like this is in relation to that guy at work, or that, you know, that King of Swords energy in your work environment. You may be tempted to say, oh, let's go for coffee, or should we do this? Don't do anything, because that other person is going to come in. That is the one with the eyes locking across the room type energy. Okay, so just wait. Remain positive and wait. All right, I think that I'm going to pull this other one. It was on the top of the deck because I can't remember if this was the one. So I put the cards down. So let's see what this is. Okay, so this is unlikely. Unlikely. I feel like this is an answer to somebody's specific question. I feel like these 2 cards relate directly to your reading. Okay, so this is the answer. Cancer, if you were asking a question, this is likely, unlikely, the card for you. All right, but I feel like these 2 are directly tied in. Remain positive and wait. Like, it's, you know, it's fine. And there is that bit of the energy of waiting as well. Let me get this other card with this card as well, because the person's sitting, you know, they're here like this. There's also the kind of the High Priestess energy here as well that came up for you of, you know, opening up to intuition, opening up the heart chakra, opening up for guidance from the universe. So, you know, seeking answers, and it takes time. It takes time for that. So just hang in there. There really is the shift in the energy, Cancer, this month for you, for sure. You know, we really haven't had positive love energy for you in the last couple months. It hasn't been there. As you know, if you've watched my last couple of months for Cancer, you know, you guys have been letting go of a lot of stuff. This is the tide is starting to shift now, and you're going to see that the energy shifting. I think the love will shift first, and then the money. All right. Very excited for you, Cancer. I think this is going to be a great month. I know a week of it's already over, but consider this your reading from now, December 7th, to about January 7th, when that's about the second week of January, when exciting things are going to really happen for you. All right. Cancer, thank you so much. I look forward to hearing how this manifests in your life. So please leave a comment if you feel so inspired, and a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon. Stella Wilde signing out.